The next and the most important aspect of any girl's fashion is accessories. Yes, accessories are not so expensive, but they help you to give that extra diva quotient to your entire style. Accessories includes, your bags, your jewelry, your belts, your shoes, and anything that you add on top of your clothes. Well, there are no rules as such about what kind of accessories you should be having, but here are a few things that you can, remember while you're creating your wardrobe. Number one pair of black heels. Why black heels? Again, as you know, black is a color which goes well with any kind of clothing, any kind of other colors. So have at least one pair of black heels. Next comes bags. Have one clutch. This is something you can use for evening parties, and a bag. A handbag could be a black color handbag or a white color handbag or a neutral or a beige color handbag. These three colors are again very neutral colors and can go well with any kind of clothing. The next is belt. Yes, typically if you're using a belt, you can use it when you're wearing a dress to create that slim waist appearance. When it comes to the color of a belt, again go for neutral colors, white, black or beige, because you can mix and match these colors with any outfit. When it comes to jewelries, have a few pair of gold and silver plated earrings. You can go for small ones or long ones. If you're someone whose ears are not pierced, then you can go for clip-on earrings. Yes, clip-on earrings are those earrings which will help you to wear any other formal earring on top of it, and you don't even have to pierce your ears. The next thing that you can buy is one or two pairs of neck pieces or necklace. One could be a very basic and a thin one, and one could be a little heavy one, because when you're wearing traditional outfits or saris, a heavy necklace looks really beautiful. The last thing that you have to remember is bangles or bracelets. One problem that cross-dressers can face when we go out shopping for bangles is not to get the size that we want, and it is not something that you can customize and get it made. So what you can do is, if you are getting bangles of your size, great. If not, you can opt for bracelets. Bracelets also look really beautiful, and they can do the same magic that bangles do. So these are the accessories that you can get started with, and it will help you to accessorize not just with your traditional clothes but also with your Western clothes. One important consideration that you have to keep in mind when you're going out shopping is that please remember what is it that you already have in your wardrobe. Sometimes you go out shopping and you buy things which look really good, but when you come back home, you don't know with what other piece of clothing you will be buying it. So whenever you go shopping, this one tip will definitely help you. Whenever you see something which is catching your eye, catching your attention, and you feel like buying it, ask yourself, what are the pieces of clothing which I already have in my wardrobe that I can mix and match this new piece of clothing with. This will help you to shop in the right way and not and save a lot of money. Body shaping. Yes, this is very, very important. Whenever you're shopping, please understand that the clothes which you see in the shops are not designed for male bodies. They are designed for female bodies. So if you want those clothes to fit really well, you have to create an appearance which is similar to a female. So if you want to create an appearance which is similar to females, there are three things and very simple things that you have to take care of. The first, and obviously the most important, is your chest or your bust area. How do you create the chest area which is similar to women? One option is you can use padded bras. Padded bras are not the best option, but they will definitely give you that extra cleavage or extra bust, which will help you to wear blouses and tops and give you that feminine appearance. The next option that you can go for is breast forms. Breast forms are a little more expensive because of the material with which they are made. The size of the breast form that you buy will depend on the amount of breast or the amount of bust that you want to create. If you're someone who is really big and very tall, I would suggest not to buy breast forms which are very big, because it will look very bad. Go for breast forms which are not too big, but rather they are at a B2C cup area. The third option that you can go for is breast plates. Breast plates are obviously the best option if you want to showcase your cleavage, if you want to show a little bit of skin, because they start from your neck area and they are it's like a piece of clothing that you wear. So when you wear breast plates, you can pretty much consider yourself as if you're someone who has breasts, and you can wear clothes on top of it. You want to show some of your skin, you want to show some of your cleavage, you can naturally do that very easily. But keep in mind, when you're wearing breast plates, it is going to cover and block a lot of your skin. So if you're going to an event which is probably 4 to 5 hours, or if you know that you'll be wearing breastplates for 4 to 5 hours, buy it from a shop or a website which has good reviews, because your breastplate is going to stop your skin from breathing. Your skin will not be able to breathe for a period of 4-5 hours as long as you're wearing breastplates. So this is one drawback of breastplates, but still since they are the best option, you can definitely think of having one breastplate in your wardrobe. The next thing that you can think about is your waist area. As you know, the typical hourglass figure of a girl shows that she has nice breasts and a very thin waistline. How to create thin waistline? Either you can do exercises, which is more, and follow a good diet, which is a more long-term approach, or you can use something called as corsets or waist clinchers. Corsets and waist clinchers are typically designed for women to narrow their waist. You can wear a corset or a waist clincher below a dress. You can wear a corset or a waist clincher below a salwar as well. Below a salwar kurti as well. It will definitely help you to reduce the belly area and give you that feminine shape. Along with the breast form or the padded bra that you're wearing, you will definitely look very, very feminine. The third thing that you have to consider is your hip area. Your hips are naturally not as large as women. It is because women's bodies are designed differently than men's bodies. So if you want to create a feminine hip appearance, there are two options. One is to use padded panties. Padded panties come with that extra padding, and it gives you that extra shape which will create that feminine appearance. Other option is called hip pads. Just like breast forms and breastplates, hip pads are also a little expensive. You can wear it under your jeans, you can wear it under your dresses, and it will give you a very beautiful and feminine appearance. Heels. Definitely we cannot complete our entire look if we don't have proper shoes or proper heels. But when we are starting out as a cross-dresser or as a transgender person, we can make mistakes if we don't know what are the right things to look for when purchasing a heel. You see, our feet is much bigger than women's feet. So when you're buying heels, it is always preferable to start with heels which have an open toe and not a closed toe pattern. If you're going for a closed toe pattern, you will not feel very comfortable initially. So if you're starting out, I always recommend that you go for a pair of heels which has open toe. Colors, I think by now you know it very well. Go for neutral colors, white, black or beige. You can mix and match these colors with different outfits that you have. Also remember that when you're accessorizing, your belt, your bag, handbag and your heels could be the same color. It gives you a very balanced look. It gives you a very elegant look as well. Overall, just remember not to have more than 3 to 4 colors in your entire appearance. Coming back to heels, what is the style of heel that you should be going for? Initially, when you're starting out, we all feel the urge to buy those sexy, stilettos and pumps. But I would highly suggest that you go for something like a block heels or wedges, because first you need to get that experience of walking in heels. If you straight away go and buy something which is very pointed and which has a big height, you will not be able to walk properly, and it will look very odd when you go out there and people are looking at you and you don't know how to walk. So start with something which has a solid base and it gives you that stability to walk. Once you have enough experience, you can definitely go for stilettos or pumps. Another thing is the height of the heels. As I mentioned, don't go for something which is too high. Look for heels which are not more than 2 to 3 inches. They are the best height of heels to start with, along with wedge base or a block heels base. If you just keep in mind these 2-3 things, 2 to 3 inches of height, wedges or block heels at the base and an open toe, you will be able to find good designs that will not only help you to look more beautiful, give you that extra confidence, you'll be able to walk properly, and but at the same time it will give you that experience that you need to walk in heels. Once you have had your first pair of heels which are block heels or wedges, then you can go for stilettos or sexy pumps which are very tall and have pointed heels. Another thing which is very, very, very important is the size of the heels. Please remember that our size, as I mentioned in the beginning, men's feet are different from women's feet. So if you go for sizing, the best way to understand what size will fit you best is to just add 2 or 2.5 to the size that you're wearing, to your male size. For example, if you're someone who wears 9 UK size shoes as a man, then you just add 2, which is probably 11 or 12 would be the right size for you when you're looking for women's heels. A quick note on where to buy. Now this is a challenge that most of us face. I would highly recommend that you get it customized. If you can find heels your size, if you have smaller feet as a man, then definitely you should be able to find heels your size. But if you're not able to find heels your size, the best thing to do is just go out there and ask different shops, different local shops, and get it customized. I'm sure you will definitely be able to find one shop which will be able to do it. The reason why many shops will probably resist initially is because when they're making heels, they don't have a mold to create or to manufacture the shoe. If you're someone who is buying regularly from a shop, you can tell them that I want to buy more. Why don't you create a mold for me? And trust me, there are shops which will be happy to do so for you. This has happened with me also. I have large feet. I don't get women's shoes in my size. So I have spoken with many shops and they are ready to, make heels for me, provided that I keep buying regularly. So why not do it, right? So keep that in mind.